Dudes, it's Gaz, and welcome back to the WARFRAME video. So I'm feeling a little bit under the weather today, so no live stream tonight, but we're going over some stuff that's going to be going on for the next couple days in WARFRAME. We've got both Baro's inventory, which is, the same across the board on all platforms now, and we've also got these special alerts for Tenno United, so we're going to be going over that stuff today. And yeah, do check out the live stream channel. We will be live tomorrow for a long WARFRAME stream, but tonight I'm just going to probably take my voice a little bit easy so I don't lose it. Alright, so as far as alerts, we've got a couple of them going on here, and these will be active for about 10 days. You're looking at 9 days, 20 hours of recording this video. So we've got Excavation, which is going to be giving you 3 fully built Forma, so that's nice. There's going to be a Survival with an Umbra Forma, which is going to be on Deimos, so that's going to be the one I'm probably going to mainly do. We've got a Aura Forma, which is going to be available on Ceres. It's a defense mission. Keep in mind that you can buy these in a bundle of 3 for 150, and they're usually 80 plat each. It's a pretty expensive item, so if you're buying these with plat, always buy the bundle, honestly. Same with Forma, too. And then the last one's an Interception on Odin Mercury for a Stance Forma. Stance Forma is not the most useful thing, but hey, I'll take it. This only comes from Steel Essence, usually, or from Twitch drops. All right, let's go over and look at Baro's stock. I have actually not seen this, so this will be a live Baro reaction. And of course, I'll recommend stuff. Now, the thing about Baro is, if you are a late game player, the only thing he really brings that's useful is like a mod drop chance booster, because that's the only place you can get that from, is from Baro or the Sortie. Or he'll bring like some prime mod or something to sell to people. That's pretty much all there really is. He's supposed to bring a new item every time, so we'll see what that new item is. But when I say new, I actually mean new as far as Baro's stock's concerned. If he's never brought, let's say, he has brought the Ignis Wraith, let's say, like when he brought the Ignis Wraith the first time, that was considered a new item for Baro. So we'll see what we have. I'm guessing it'll be like a cat statue.
My latest safari in the void has
Alright, so let's see what we got here. As I said, it might be new to Baro's stock, but it's not new as far as the game's concerned. So we got the Veracrez. This was a Twitch drop weapon from TennoCon. Yeah, just basically a good Warfan. High slash weighting, and pretty normal stats. 22 CC, 2x multi, 20% status. If you've ever used the Gunsin before, it's like that basically, with a little bit better stats. But the thing is, this is not better than the Quasis. If you have the Quasis and you're like looking for a new Warfan to use, you're gonna have to keep looking, because this is not replacing the Quasis. The Quasis fires off blades with heavy attack. This unfortunately does not. It seems like it should, but it doesn't. So it's generic Warfan basically. So if you need it for Mastery Fodder, or if you think Warfans are cool, be my guest. Let's go over the rest of these mods here, and just stuff in general. It looks like not the most amazing, but although we do have the Prisma Gorgon here. If you watched my video from yesterday with the early information on the new Nightwave augments, there is a new Nightwave augment coming out for the Gorgon in the future. So if you want, the normal Gorgon should work, but if you want to use the Prisma Gorgon because it's shinier, go for it. Keep in mind, I think the normal Gorgon might have better Riven Dispo. So if you're trying to go for like a multi-shot fire rate Gorgon Riven for that new augment, I don't think it'll make too big of a difference, but you might want to look into that. So that's interesting at least. But as far as like the Prime mods, we got Prime Smite Infested. Basically good for doing more damage to the Infested with melee damage, but the Infested are usually really easy to kill, so I actually hardly ever even slot this. Not to mention, the Infested are some of the most annoying enemies to fight against because of their Toxin procs going through your shield and one-shotting you. So I just don't fight the Infested in general that much anyway. If I am fighting the Infested, I'm usually using like a rocket launcher to blow them up from across the map. So not an extremely useful mod here if you ask me. I'd say get it for collection's sake. I still have it maxed out, but yeah. Glaive Prime on Infested is going to kill them anyway. Thermite Rounds going to be for the rifle, giving you heat damage and status chance. These mods are great to have. Very good for a viral heat build if you're trying to go for some heat procs and some viral procs. So I believe it comes from like Spy Vaults, so it's not a very hard mod to get. But if you don't want to like deal with the RNG, or you don't want to just buy it from somebody on like Warframe Market or Trade Chat, I guess you could buy it from Baro if you like absolutely hate trading and spy missions, which I guarantee that person does exist. Someone that hates spy missions and trading, so feel free. Prime Charge Shell. This is going to be used on shotguns. It's going to basically be used on shotguns that want big corrosive damage or something else. I'll let you know right now, I do use this mod on the Felarks, the Incarnon shotgun from Zeramot. I do use this on my main build on the Felarks for a Viro electric build. So if you want big damage on the Felarks has the Incarnon mutation where it does 2,000% increased damage on non-crits. And that's going to be really good with how much elemental damage you jam on here. So big elemental damage, good with Felarks bonus. So if you want to use the Felarks, I'd say get this. It's also good on other stuff too, technically, like on the Babonico and things of that nature. So probably the best prime mod that he has this week. Speaking of the Felarks, I actually also use Prime Chilling Grasp on the Felarks too. Like that Incarnon bonus is going to be multiplying that base damage a lot. You want to put some elemental damage on there too, so it's multiplying that. So if you want a big damage Felarks build, you can go for both of these, but at the same time, you technically don't even need, like, the normal version of Chilling Grasp is 90% elemental. This is 165, so almost double. So you are going to be seeing some bigger numbers for sure. But the question is, like, is this useful enough to you to max this out? I only use it on like one or two things, so I don't think it's useful enough for me to max out, but I also have like infinite endo basically. So, you know, I don't say they're worth picking up to sell, but if you want specific like good shotgun builds, maybe go for it. Keep in mind, this does not, like, you will technically proc less slash on something like the Strun Prime if you go for a big elemental number like this. It's more so like when you're trying to go for big elemental numbers to kill enemies with, not slash procs. So, Full Contact is going to be a shotgun impact mod. Not really used anywhere at all, and it does drop in-game from the Eidolons, I believe. And it's also 365 ducats. This is not worth buying in the slightest, so definitely avoid it. Unless you just hate trading, hate Eidolons, and just don't like anything at all. Maybe you can buy that if you like opening relics still, after all that. We are talking about Prisma Gorgon. Prisma Gorkata, I want to like it. I do. It's just assault rifles feel pretty bad in this game. So we'll see. It's mastery fodder as far as I'm concerned right now, but it does have very good base stats. 25% crit chance, 2.5 multiplier, 21 status chance, and really good fire rate and stuff. So 1,000 ammo maximum too. I like this weapon. It's one of my most used primaries, but it's also not a very powerful weapon in the grand scheme of things. We got the Katir emote. This is definitely worth it if you want to be a goofball. So also, you can use, if you go into call capture, which was recently added, if you use this emote on call, it will glitch out, and it's pretty funny. The rest of this stuff is going to be just cosmetic stuff, it looks like. We got, Cyandanas and Katir, whatever. This is going to be up to personal preference. We got the Fey Path Ephemera down here, too. Pretty much a dirt cheap ephemera. 15 ducats, 1,000 credits. Like, that's a free ephemera, basically. You do one relic mission, you get, like, a bronze reward. Go over here and pick it up. You can literally buy that for free. So, pretty underwhelming week from Baro. As you can see, I literally own everything. So it's going to be mostly cosmetics. I mean, that's just Warframe in a nutshell, huh, in 2022. Mostly cosmetics. If you want to get these mods for a Felarks build, be my guest. Like I said, it's not the only way to mod the Felarks at all. So, yeah, and you can also technically put this on stuff like Dark Plasmor, too. So, as far as videos coming out, guys, I am feeling a little bit under the weather right now. You can probably hear it in my voice a little bit. But we do have lots of Archon builds coming out. I've got a new Archon Zaku build. I'm very happy about how it turned out. Got Korra builds. A lot of stuff. Necros, Felarks. I will not delay the Felarks video another. The Felarks video is for sure coming out this upcoming week, okay? I'm not delaying it another, 2 weeks again because I keep doing other things. It's happening. And yeah, those alerts will be active for about 9 days, guys, for those formats. If you want them, go for it. If you're like, Warframe sucks right now, I get it. So I'll see you guys next time. Appreciate all the support as always, and take it easy. Peace.